same 99 lineup every game. We're going to put to the test where we're going to come in with a new lineup, starting pitching or relief pitchers each game as we try to make World Series. Our rating to start the new season is at 400, so we'll need another 400 points to make World Series. With the way MLB Show 25 has been with content, we should have plenty of 99s to make World Series. It just depends how many games will it take us. So these are the cards that we're going to be going with for Game 1. Different variety of series that we're going to come into play here. One big one I want to point out is, of course, the big dumper himself, Kyle O'Reilly, a home run derby series, arguably a top 5 DD catcher of all time, if not number 1. I'm curious what you think. You can let me know in the comments, but he's going to be part of our Game 1 lineup and see if we can get the first win right from the jump. So let's get into Game 1. Game 1 started off very interesting. Second batter of the game, we're facing 99 Ohtani, and Christian Yelich decides to show off his glove here, making a diamond grab to get the second out. Not only that, my opponent decided to press L2, so tip the cap to my opponent. I mean, I wasn't going to press it. Well, I mean, we don't press L2 here, right? Maybe we do. Maybe it depends on the scenario, okay? But Yelich gets us going, and then Brady Singer gets a strikeout from there. But now is the guy that we have to look out for, Randy Johnson. I swear, this guy is my kryptonite. Oh, I don't care. All-Star Hall of Fame legend, he is my kryptonite. I am actually petrified to face him. Now, here's the first pitch that we have in the game. Inside, I was like, okay, I'll take that. But this is where it gets interesting. The opponent pauses right from the start, and
voila! Breakfast! Conservation, Henry. Managing resources. That is the key to baseball.
GG's. First game in the books. We get a plus 54 rating. All right, on to Game 2. Let's bring in the new lineup. This will be the new 10 cards that we're going to use. Remember, we didn't use any relief pitchers since basically we won in the first inning. Now, from these 10 cards, one card I want to look out for is, of course, George Springer. He's always been one of those cards. Doesn't matter what overall he is, he always plays above his attributes for me. So we had to plug his Spotlight Series card. I'm sure it's not the last 99 George Springer coming to this particular video. You just have to hold on for that. But anyway, let's get straight into Game 2 and see, we continue the winning ways. So Game 2, we have Jim Cat on the hill, and yeah, it didn't go well for the first batter. Jake Mangum hits a solo shot off me, and you know what? It didn't get even better from there, because in the second, Andres Jimenez, I swear, that's the exact location where I wanted that. Exact location over that, he hits it over the wall, and the opponent has a 2-0 lead. Hopefully, we can get it going, and Jim Catton in the third did shut it down. He had a little trouble, but shut it down. Now it's our time. And Bretton Doyle says we can hit dingers too. He'll get a solo shot, get us on the board as well. So I'm happy to see that. And here where it gets interesting once again, I don't understand. Maybe it's just the lower division. He brings in a reliever right from the start. Just gives up one home run, and George Springer greets him with a solo shot, and we're back at 2. Okay, we take those. Now, here's Baron Larkin. I know, why am I showing a random single? But once again, I don't know what's happening. Is it because we're at the lower divisions? He's going to pause the game at the here. And guess what? Another GG's, another fatality in the books. Hey, we're 2-0. All right, heading into Game 3 with, a winning streak. Unconventional, maybe, but here we go. Here's the next batch of the lineup, as you see on the screen here. One name that, I had to point out is Ronald Acuna Jr. Speedway Series. I thought that was great. New addition to MLB Show 25 this year. And Acuna cards are just like mentioned with the Springer. It just plays above its attributes, even though this card right here, I mean, it's pretty damn good for a 99. So I expect to see some fireworks with Acuna being in the leadoff spot. And let's see, can we keep the winning streak alive and get our third win in a row? And just like in Game 2, Game 3 kind of started off the same way for us. Ernie Komet will get an RBI double, driving in Larry Walker at the leadoff single. And we're down by 1 just like that. Although, we kind of responded right in the next half inning after Gavin Lux will go perfect left center field with a solo shot and get us right back in the board, tie up this game at 1. And we're trying to get more in the top of second, but Acuna would just line out to the shortstop and keep it at 1. But Jacob Marcy will lead off in the top of the third, and guess what? Another perfect home run. The offense has finally come alive. Hey, we're getting more than 2 innings, so we're getting more at-bats. But it has finally come alive. Gavin Lux will get a second extra base hit as well as he's going to drive that one in left center gap once again to get an RBI double. And the offense just kept on going. It just kept on getting hot in the top of third. Pudge Rodriguez will get an RBI single to knock in Gavin Lux to make it a 4-1 ball game. He'll bring in John Franco and Nico Horner. Yes, Nico Horner will go perfect upper decker off John Franco. You don't want to throw those fastballs there. You don't. Because looks what's going to happen again. He's going to throw a fastball to Acuna Jr. right down Broadway. And yeah, he knew what to do with it. And he will end the game just like that. GG's. Hey, we're cruising. The momentum is rising. We have a nice 3-game winning streak, and we're not looking to stop there, right? We're not looking to stop there. Here's the new cards that we're going to be playing with. We got some big hitters with the Ken Griffey Jr.'s, the Carlos Carrera, but one name I had to point out, and that is Noah McLean, the stud young righty from the New York Mets. I'm a Met fan, so I'm excited to use this card. This is actually my debut card of using him. I use his tops now, haven't used this 99 card. He has a great pitch mix, so I'm very excited to see how he does here. And, hopefully the hitting carries over from Game 3 to Game 4, and we can take this win and get a 4-game winning streak. So let's get to it. Here is game number 4. All right, it's time for Game 4, and we're going straight into the bottom first. Nolan McLean, first time using this 99 Spotlight Series. Let's see how he does, and look at this dot right here. Painted on the inside corner for strike number 3 for the first out of the game. He'll get another strikeout to end the first, and then the offense started brewing something at the top of the second. Jeff Core works a walk right there, and then Anthony Rizzo decides to play MLB Show 17. Be late, be good, with a 3-run shot and get us on the board early with a nice lead here. And then Vinny Pascatino, I don't know what it's about, this Team Italy first baseman for the WBC. We got the previous, now we got the upcoming. Maybe they had some gabagool before the game.
The gabagool.
And then Vinny Pascatino said, I could do one more better with a perfect shot. And that's going to actually, he's going to be 5 for 5 in this game. He went off. And we have a nice little lead. Jeff Francoeur adds on to the solo shot right here. And we can't forget who was in this lineup. Ken Griffey Jr. was 0 for 4 leading up to this. And yeah, it's nice to see that trot out there. Get another little shot here, make it a 12-4 game. It just reminds me of like Little Big League. And there it is. And then Noah McLean's still out there in the bottom of the 8th. We got an 11-run lead, and we're looking to close it down with the mercy roll. There's out number 1 to Carlos Corral. Carlos Corral actually makes 2 great plays here. There's the next one, and then we'll put it in the books right here. Unlucky for him. Perfect out, but Rizzo right in the right spot. And now we are running on a 4-game winning streak. On to game number 5 and no time to waste. Here is the new lineup. We got great cards here. We got, just a variety of different series. Once again, this is what's been beautiful of MLB Show 25 content. Be able to play with all these cards. One in particular, it's just a personal favorite. It's the Trevor Story, the postseason Trevor Story card. I love any story cards. You guys remember the 84 gold card that we had the BR program last year? Love that. His swing is just butter, so we're going to plug him in here and see if he could lead this offense just like the past 2 games. We've been hitting. We just got to keep that momentum going. So let's get to it. Here is game number 5. And game 5 will be another Randy Johnson game. I'm sure that's not going to be the last time we see him, but we're going to greet him here in the top of first. That's going to be a 1-out single from Bryce Terang. Trevor Story will get a walk here. And Mark Vientos working a bat against Randy, make it 2-2. There's a foul ball there, but the opponent will pause here. And goodbye, Randy? Yep, he's going to take out Randy in the top of the first, bring in Sandy, and the first pitch from Sandy, Mark Vientos is going to greet him well with a perfect double over the right fielder's head, and that's going to be our first run of the game. I mean, the win was really taking out Randy. That's fine with me. He's my kryptonite. As we head into the bottom of first, we are facing Honus Wagner. We try to throw the slider there, try to treat him there. And then, kids, let me pause it right here. You miss one slider, don't do it again, because Honus Wagner is just going to know what to do with it. That's going to be a perfect bomb, and he's going to tie it up the first, and it's a tie game. And he's actually going to add one more. As you're going to see here, this Jimmy Rollins sacrifice fly after he got a triple after the Wagner bat. And that's going to make a 2-1 ball game. And we're down just like that after the first. Now we head into top of second. We got Jackson Chiro, already 2 outs in the inning here. He's going to hit one to third, bounces off the third baseman, and runs it out. Just beats it at first and sets up his teammate, Bryce Terang, with a 3-run shot. And we retake the lead in the second. And we're not done there. We are not done there in the second because Trevor Story is going to hit a solo shot. That might be just out, and it is. And that's going to make it a 5-2 ball game, and the offense kept on cruising there. Evan Herrera, our catcher in the 9th spot, comes through in the top of the third, gets a single there, make it a 6-2 ball game. And then Jackson Cheryl follows it up with a C&I single as well. And we're 7-2 in the top of the fourth. Here's Mark Vientos saying he's going to get his second extra base hit. This time it's going to go over the wall, but he wasn't done there. He was like, Scuffy, you remember that Alvarez home run in the World Series against the Phillies?
2-1, Alvarez. It's a high drive, center field. Veer leans back. This game is turned upside down.
Yeah, that one. Let's go to Alvarez territory, and he's going to take Troy Melton over the batter's eye into the Alvarez territory for his second home run of the game. And then Trevor Story kept on hitting as well. He'll get his second home run in the game with that perfect shot. And we're just cruising from there. Now, you guys remember the dirtiness. Yes, I say the dirtiness of the Carlos Delgado bat flip. I got to remind you there. There's that flip there that when he hit his 4 home run game. And here it is right here to end this game. And we're going to take the 14-5 win for game number 5. Our offense keeps on rolling as we head into game 6. Hey, we're 5-0. Didn't expect to have a 5-0 record right now, but I'll take it. Let's get, 5 more wins and maybe just get to undefeated run into World Series. That would be pretty sweet, but that may be wishful thinking. Anyway, you see the lineup on the screen. One name I have to point out. I mean, you already know. You already know. It's the World Series MVP, Corey Seager card, and he's Seager card. With his lefty butterly glitch swing of his, it's always fun to play with, so I'm excited to get this card in game number 6. And hey, let's just, keep on winning. And we're going to start out in the top of second. We got Cam Slater on the mound. He's going to get him swinging there. That's going to be strike number 3, and that's going to be the 3rd out here in the top of the second. Still no score, and just like last game in the second inning, our offense started off hot. Austin Riley with the 371 bomb with the 120 power against righties. And we weren't done yet. In the bottom of the second, Patrick Bailey will get a perfect single, drives in the runner from second to make it a 2-0 game. And the offense just kept on rolling from there. In the bottom of the third, Willie Castro hits a 1-out double. That's going to get to the wall easily. And then Corey Seager will move him over with a line drive single to left field. And Willie Castro will score from a sacrifice fly, the next batter. And the batter after that, Matt Olson. Perfect, dead center. I don't know what it is with these Atlanta Braves cards. Me being a Met fan, they just rake for me. Really, they just rake. Now, I want to point out here in the bottom of the fourth, this is driven far. I'm thinking this is about to fall, right? Get in the gap, and look at that catch from my opponent. Just like in game one, I had to show the L2 there. I was amazed by Jake Mango making this catch. I mean, look at this. How much he had to run, and then the dive. Fantastic catch right there. Now in the top of the second, things got a little dicey. A CNI single from Mookie Betts, and then another CNI single from Tommy Edman, and there was first and second, no one out. And I was debating going to the bullpen here, but I left Cam in, and there's out number one, right to Willie Castro there for out number two. We get the strikeout from Trout, and then Adley Rutschman will swing a ball in the dirt, and we get out of that first and second jam with no outs easily. And then I left Cam in there in the top of the seventh. Here is the 2-2 pitch to Vlad Guerrero. Swings right through that 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And guess what? That's all we needed. GG's. And we are now going to be 6-0. Hey, I think we're on Hall of Fame territory now. Let's find out how we do. With our rating being at 670, it's bound to be our first Hall of Fame game. So we have to bring a solid lineup to the table. These are the new cards that we're going to bring, and a lot of big hitters right here. We got the Mookie Betts, we got the Derek Jeter, the David Ortiz, but the one name in particular is the 99 Aaron Judge, right? That's arguably the best Aaron Judge card that we ever got. Yes, he has a big strike zone. However, I love his swing. I love facing righties and pitchers trying to jam him inside. I feel like I could turn on them. So hopefully he can make an impact here in game number 7. And we're going to need all the hitting we can, right? We're going to need all the hitting we can if we're going to be on a Hall of Fame. So let's get to it. Let's see. Can we battle the heat in game number 7? All right, our first game on the Hall of Fame. And yeah, late on that fastball. And then weak contact to and the hitting to the third baseman. Let's just say we had to make a little adjustment to the Hall of Fame velocity. And you know, the second inning has been doing wonders for us the past 2 games. And right here, we start out again, leadoff single from Mookie Betts, and then Mac Napoli takes a circle changer from Messina and over the wall for a 2-run shot and get us on the board. I'll take any runs we could get. However, going to bottom second, we try to sneak this fastball here, make it 3-1. And I want to pause it real quick. One thing you should not do on the 3-1 pitch is throw a slurve right down Broadway to Aaron Judge, because look what happens. I mean, don't do it. Just don't do it. Let this be a learning lesson as he's going to hit this home run over the left field wall and gets one back. However, my opponent didn't see this. So he throws me a breaking ball to Aaron Judge, and we get the 2 runs right back from there as he hits a 2-run shot to make it a 4-1 game. We eventually make it a 4-2 game, but Pedro Martinez locked it down in the bottom of the 5th, gets Ken Griffey Jr. strikeout with the 102 fastball, and in the following inning, Mookie Betts now facing Goose Gossage, 102 fastball. Let me just go perfect over the left field wall like it's nothing. So there we go. We get 5-2 now. And look, a relief appearance. We got our first reliever on this run. It's Morejon. He's going to get this jammed sinker right to Tyler O'Neill in left field, and that's going to be out number 2. However, my opponent paused from here. I was just, humming the Jeopardy jingle in my head. And little do you know, he let the pause timer go out. I waited 10 seconds, all right? I waited 10 seconds after it went out. And then once I counted to 10, I pressed the button, and we get the win. We are now 7-0 and in championship series. We're getting that much closer. We're officially into the championship series, and we are less than 100 points to get to where we want to be in World Series. So we need to start stacking up these lineups a little bit better, like better cards I love playing with. So far, all the cards have been great, but you know, I need to get a little bit more beef into these lineups. And here's the new set that we got going. And one name is not even our hitting, it's our pitching. 99 Clayton Kershaw. This milestone card has been a beauty. Yes, I remember the Signature Series from MLB Show 19 being dominant. This has been as dominant for me, just like in 19. So I'm excited to get him going for game number 8 and try to get us one more game closer to World Series. First game in the championship series. Yes, we got to face Randy Johnson. Let me tell you, the first 6 at-bats were not pretty. There is going to be 5 strikeouts between all 6 batters. Look at Pete Alonso, check swing strikeout, and then to end out the second, another check swing strikeout from David Wright. It was not pretty. However, coming to the top of third, get a walk from Lyle right here, and then Javier Baez, no to hit lefties in the 9th spot. It's going to get the slider and pushes it over the right field wall, and we get 2-run shot off of Randy. Let me tell you, I was just ecstatic to just get at least 1 run. But Acuna was like, let me get part of this. Let me be a part of this. And then on the next pitch, he will get a slider, and he'll push it over the right field wall. And, hey, 3-0 lead. Let's go, baby. And then coming top of the 4th, Pete Alonso will take another slider. So all 3 home runs off sliders, and that's all it took against Randy Johnson. And that's all it took to get this win in game number 8. As he's going to pause it. Well, not actually pause it. He'll dashboard right here, and we'll get the win. Hey, we're getting closer. About maybe 2 more games if we could keep on winning, and we'll be at World Series. It's officially our Shohei Ohtani game. Yes, we're going to plug in the 99 postseason Shohei Ohtani. He'll be our pitcher. He'll be our leadoff hitter. Let's hope he could be as dominant as he is in real life for us virtually as we head into game number 9. And basically, we win this game, we're 1 game away of making World Series. So let's get to it. Let's see if we can get this crucial win right here and be 1 win away from making World Series. The game didn't start out well for Ohtani. Drew a walk there to Lance Berkman to keep the inning alive. Nolan Arenado singles to right field to load up the bases. I mean, we just couldn't get out of the bottom of the 2nd. We worked the count to Beltran 3-2, and Beltran's going line drive a single to left field, which scores 2, and the opponent is up 2-0 early in the bottom 2nd. Luckily, we're able to get out of this inning right here as Buxton's going to roll over to Suarez for out number 3, but we got some work to do. And yes, we're facing Randy Johnson once again, but Carey Bonds Carpenter goes opposite field for a solo shot to get at least 1 run back. Very happy about that. I mean, the offense was quite slow to start out this game. And in the 5th, we get lucky right here. He had man in scoring position, but he's going to fly out to left field for out number 3. And we head into the 6th. Still 2-1 game here. He still has Randy Johnson on the hill as well. It's been quite dealing in this game. But Suarez, I guess he watched what happened last game. He's going to take this opposite field splitter for a home run. And he's going to tie up the game at 2. And Nick Swisher does the same thing here. And we are going to get the lead here in the top of the 6th after 2 home runs off Randy Johnson. I don't know what it is. Opposite field home runs just rule right there. Now, Matt Brash had to come in the game, our 2nd reliever on this run. And he gets out a big jam once again in the top of the 6th. And then in the 9th, we get some insurance run from 2 Hall of Famers. One from Vlad Guerrero Sr., and the next, and how sweet is this swing right here? Mike Piazza, 461, perfect to make it a 5-2 ball game as we head into the bottom of the 9th. Little insurance for Goose Gossage, 3rd reliever of the game. Gets a strikeout right there, gets a fly out to Jimenez for 2nd out of this inning, and then closes out the game with this ground ball to Suarez. And yes, we are officially one game away. The drama comes into game number 10. We are at 771. So we got to bring basically our best lineup that we can right now to this game and try to clinch this game and clinch World Series. So we're bringing 99 Beltran. We're bringing Jackie Robinson. We're bringing 99 Springer, Vadugrelos Jr., Jorge Polanco, Tatis, Gary Sanchez, Julio Rodriguez, Chase Headley, all of them, and Bob Gibson on the mound. We need this win. We need it. I can't wait to play it. I'm hoping we can win this and end it right here. There's no time to waste. Go straight to the game. Here we go. Game number 10. Can we win and get World Series? We need big things from big players, and one name in particular does just that. George Springer poses his card just like real life, replicates here virtually with a 2-run shot to give us the early 2-0 lead. However, it didn't last long. Carlos Beltran will hit a solo shot here in the bottom of the third, try to sneak a fastball in, but he just rips anything inside with his hitters, and he's going to do it once again in the fourth and tie up this game as Chipper Jones takes a sinker over the wall. And we have a brand new ball game in the bottom of the fourth, tied at 2. So we need to get something going, and who better than George Springer once again. Perfect single with 2 outs in the top of the fifth. Keep the inning alive, and thank God he did, because Corbin Burns throws the fattest slider down the middle, and Jackie Robinson will get our 2 runs right back, and we'll take the 4-2 lead. Now, in the bottom of the 6th, our opponent is trying to do some weird stuff on the base pass, but we were ready for it. We back-picked him, and then Black Rail Jr. to Tatis gets him at second for the first out, and that would have been big because with 2 outs in the inning, Chipper Jones will hit a double against the wall, and it could have easily been second and third with 1 out, or even a 4-3 ball game. But Bob Gibson shuts it down. The next batter strikes out 99 Trout for the 3rd out, and then who better than George Springer once again? Top 8, hits his 2nd home run of the game, gives another assurance run, and hoping that's all we need to win this game. Now, in the bottom of the 8th, I'm just trying to milk everything out of Bob Gibson. I want him to get through this inning, and then we'll just go to our best reliever in the 9th. And right here, he's going to get the 2nd out in the bottom of the 8th, and just need one more. And he's going to get Jimmy Rollins to fly out to Beltran, and we are now 3 outs away of making World Series. Now, who's going to be the pitcher that we're going to go with? I was debating, but there was no one better than Darren O'Day. So we're going to plug in Darren O'Day, try to close this game, try to be 10-0, try to get World Series. He gets the first out right here as Schwarber's going to roll over to the second baseman, and then Chipper Jones flies out to Beltran, and now I'm feeling it. We had 3 chances to get this last out. 3 chances. We had to face Mike Trout here. Thought I was going to get it there with the circle change. Going to come back with the sinker inside, and he's going to roll that over to Guerrero Jr., and just like that, we clinch it. World Series, here we come. 10-0. Did not expect that. Here we come. All new lineup each game for 10 straight games, starting out from 400 all the way to 800 to make World Series. How about that?